So I'm setting my powder right now and getting ready for work, which I work at a school. Okay. Um, I don't normally, I get up early enough to, do what I need to do. This morning, I just happened to notice I got a DM uh, in one of my social medias as a performer. Thinking, I've been recently been asked to come out and play, right? Recently, again. So when people know that, then all of a sudden I start getting a lot of emails and stuff. But this one was a little bit different. Okay, I'm gonna set the scene, and then I'm gonna tell you what came into my DMs. So, um, last night, as I scanned through all the elections, it's the morning, a night of election night, and a lot of historical things happened last night. And I'm wearing, shirt, sometimes you gotta, represent and stuff. But anyway, one of the historical things that happened last night was Mamdani being elected mayor of New York. And a lot of people don't realize, like, as a performer, and I guess the pipeline between New York and Atlanta is actually kind of close. So there's that. So I say this to say that I was, happy at the results of the election there. Because I also still have friends and comrades and associates that live there, okay? And I understand, a lot of what is going on there. So I get a DM this morning, saying, like, why do you care what they're doing in New York, and you should just be quiet and play music? Like, you have such a beautiful voice. Why are you doing this? Basically they're saying be quiet and play music and entertain us, okay? So it's so interesting when people have an idea of what they think they know about you. Sorry, I'm going to do some eyeliner work here, or maybe not. I don't know. Try to decide. That would be weird for y'all. But yeah, I'm going to do it. So it's very interesting how some people think they know you, or how they want to know you, or how they imagine you in their life, how you fit in their life, basically. So, and I'm okay if I fit in somebody's life in a way where I just entertain them and make them feel good and all this other stuff or whatever. But I'm also a full person, okay? And I'm also an activist. I think in a way we are all activists, and I can kind of go into that. If you are dealing with an issue, think about all those white Karens that they're activists. They're, in a weird way, yeah, they're being an activist. So we're all activists, right? And my alarm is going off in there. But we are all activists. And so I bring all of me into my work. I have songs that have yet to be published out in the public since I was a teenager that talk about a lot of different things, okay? So I've always been this. And I don't apologize because that's another issue I have with a lot of women who are always saying, I'm sorry, but no, I don't apologize for being who I am, okay? Who I am is a conscious person that cares about my community and the communities that other people are in that might not be the most ideal, okay? So I don't apologize. So yeah. When people tell me or try to insinuate, oh, you should just do whatever, it makes me think about Paul Robeson. Look him up. Makes me think about Portier. He passed away. I think about all those 60s, 50s, and 60s activists that they went through those same things, but they were also the ones that were pushing the edge. They had to, because they had the voices. And even now, we think of Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, he's one of our modern day people who got turned into a pariah basically for standing up for what he believed in, instead of being quiet and do your things and entertain us, right? So, with all of that being said, I always bring all of me to my work, whether you take it that way or not. So that's my kind way of saying, mind your business. All right, friends. So I'm going to go. Yeah, because my alarms are going off. I'm a singer, songwriter, musician, teacher, caregiver. I got to go check in on my brother. And with that, I'm going to say, take care. Bye, friends. Bye. Let's do this as an ending.